So, I had a thought about Trump's thoughts as I dropped all my cards. So what does Donald Trump think about the economy? Because it occurred to me, Donald Trump is not well informed, not just because people don't tell him, because he doesn't want to know. He doesn't want to have to read documents. He wants to be told everything. Which, I mean, he's a Gemini, so he's a little scatterbrained sometimes. So, okay, I understand. Maybe he has attention deficit, which is why his speeches take so long. Which is why I can't pull cards and talk at the same time. Because I'm trying to count them, and then that takes my concentration. First card, the Tower. What does he think of the economy? High Priestess. Inner knowledge. So, the reason I want to know is because he's not really showing signs of a person concerned. As a result of that, he also doesn't seem like a person who is being told that things are not in the best condition. So, is he being led astray? And Trump, you're such an amazing person. The economy is great. Go to your rally and tell everybody. That way they believe it. And then they vote for you again. The Hierophant. The government is burning, but this is also a morals issue. So he may be lied to. Because we do have secrets in the outcome. Knight of Pentacles. Deliverance of money. So this is about money. The government and money and sudden ends. Three of Swords. Betrayal. Balance and justice. I think he's being lied to. Now, mind you, he's not doing his own investigation. This is why he was sort of called the useful idiot. And it wasn't even an insult. It was just call a thing a thing. They know they can get things out of him because he's not going to read it. Like, you know good and well he didn't read the tax bill. He just signed it. So they can go to him and say, Trump, president, whatever they call him, economy's great. And he's going to go out and say, economy's great. He has no evidence for this because he didn't look anything up. I think he's being lied to. Yeah. Regret, sorrow with the Five of Cups. Eight of Swords, powerless. Mind you, this person who is powerless is also blindfolded. The Eight of Swords, for those taking the tarot class, we'll get here. We're not there yet, but we'll get here. This person indicates to you, because the swords are not touching them, so they're not in any danger. But they have a fear of the unknown. They have a fear of their surroundings. So they sort of bind themselves and take their own power away because of their fear. They fear moving forward. And if you fear moving forward, you become stuck. If you become stuck, you become resistant to change. You become resistant to change. You become a victim of the change because the change is going to happen anyway. So instead of taking your place in the change or trying to make things better because of the change or adapt to the change. You just stand in place and then let it all knock you down. This person is tied up. Their hands are behind their back, but so is the knot. You don't see it in the front. So they can easily untie themselves. They can easily take the blindfold off and then start to decide what they want to do about their situation. Trump can become more involved in the things he needs to know about being a leader of a country. But he doesn't. Therefore, he is bound and powerless because himself has allowed himself to be that way. King of Pentacles, that's in the fear. Page of Wands is in the hopes. This is the news. Three of Cups is in the environment. This is the alliances around him. Behind it, Six of Cups. So that's that nostalgia. This is also some childish energy. So just tell him what he wants to hear, and then you'll be done with it. The Chariot. It's your warning. This is basically what happens when you ignore the Eight of Swords. The Chariot is moving forward. When you become victim to change, it means you did not participate in the change. You had a chance to make things better. You had a chance to, at the very least, adapt to unpleasant change. Say, for instance, if you lose your job, you know that you now need to sort of pinch your pennies because you don't know when the next job is coming. So you're adapting to the change. If you just ignore the calls or ignore the signs from your job, the Eight of Swords, because you don't want to deal with the reality of it all, you may go along gallivanting through life like nothing is about to happen. So you don't get ahead of the change. That's what the Chariot is warning you, that it's going to happen anyway. Like, we're going to get to this finish line, so you might as well bring your horse with you. The Four of Pentacles. Clinging to your own information. This is what sort of saves him with his voters, because they believe it too. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles, money, secrets, lies. They have told him mistruths. They have told him alternative facts. They have bold-faced lied. And then he has spread that information. What does he think about the economy? He thinks the economy is great. Because that's what he was told. The celebrated person and the devil is on the bottom, but I won't draw any conclusions. I'll leave you to do that. This is what happens when you don't read.